Namaste Vidya, Khusha Vidya. Myself, Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today, we'll be discussing about tissues that is a part of human physiology, and the class is DPT second semester. So let's start up with the topic. See, the cells are the body's smallest functional unit, and they are grouped together to form a tissue. So all these specialized cells, which perform a specialized function, like blood, muscle, they are categorized into tissues. They are called as tissues, and the study of tissues is called as histology. Now, all these tissues are grouped together to form an organ, and all the organs having almost similar functions, or when to perform a particular function, they are grouped as organ system, like for example, digestive system, respiratory system. But here we will be discussing about tissues only. So if we come to the definition of tissue, they are a collection of cells which have similar function and structure. There are four types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So we'll be discussing all these tissues one by one. We'll start with epithelial tissues. They are closely packed without any intercellular spaces, and they lie on a basement membrane. And they are found covering the body and lining cavities and tubes. The outer and inner lining of most of the body organs like gastrointestinal, that is GI, urinary tract, the blood vessels, heart chambers, the uterus, they are found covering all these important organs. And they are found on the entire exposed surface of the body, such as skin also, and they are also found in glands. The functions of epithelial tissues are that they play a role of as a defense, they play a role of defense and they protect the body organs. They secrete gastric juices in stomach. They absorb digested food in intestine. They remove waste as sweat in the skin. Now these epithelial tissues are again classified into simple epithelium and stratified epithelium. The simple epithelial cell, the tissues, consist of a single layer of identical cells, and they are found on absorptive or secretory surfaces. They are divided into three types: flattened cell, squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. So the squamous cells are thin, flat, irregular cells which lie like a floor tiles, and they are also called as pavement epithelium. They are located in esophagus, lining of mouth, alveoli of the lungs. Their function is that they protect the underlying tissue from injury. Next is our cuboidal epithelium. They are cuboidal in shape with a round nucleus in the center. They are located in kidney tubules, duct of salivary glands. They help in giving mechanical support. Third is our columnar epithelium. They are tall and less wide. They are like pillars that are columns. That's why they have been given the name of columnar tissue. And the nucleus is situated near the base. They are located in inner lining of intestine, in respiratory tract cells, and these cells have cilia also that are hair-like structures that move and push the mucus to clear it. And the function is that they help in absorption, secretion, and excretion. Next is stratified epithelial tissues. They consist of several layers of various shapes. Basement membrane is usually absent, and its main function is to protect underlying structure from mechanical wear and tear. Now these stratified epithelial tissues are again classified into stratified squamous epithelium and transitional epithelium. First, we'll discuss about keratinized squamous epithelium. They are found on dry surfaces, subjected to wear and tear. They consist of dead epithelial cells that have lost their nuclei and contain the protein keratin. and they are present in skin, hair, and nails. There is non-keratinized epithelium. They protect moist surfaces that are subject to wear and tear. They prevent them from drying, and they are present in conjunctiva of the eyes and lining of mouth and the vagina. Next is transitional epithelium. They are composed of several layers of pear-shaped cells, and these are very elastic and have capacity of dividing themselves, and they are present in urinary tract, including the bladder. So this is all in your epithelial tissues. We'll continue the tissues in next session, the remaining ones. And I hope you understood this session well. And if you have any doubts, you can comment in the inbox. This session is digitally powered by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.